But I hate the fact that they used polypropylene hair. Polypropylene hair, to me, is cheap. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the G3 Monster High Clawdeen doll. I am so excited for this doll because I think she is so pretty. I have been falling in love with the G3 dolls. I think that Monster High, like the team that designed these, did such an amazing job. I know that like a lot of people were worried when they saw that, you know, like the brand was being rebooted yet again, because a lot of people took issue with Generation 2. I understand why that is, because, you know, first of all, people don't like change. Second of all, I have to admit that Generation 2 did lose a lot of what made Generation 1 special. That said, I just want to go on the record saying that I did not dislike Generation 2 in the way that other people didn't like it. I think a lot of people didn't like Generation 2 mainly because they made the dolls look more cutesy, like they were aimed at a slightly younger audience, which I totally get. Like, I understand why people felt that way, and those are totally valid feelings. For me personally, I thought that they were cute. I liked them. They still looked like Monster High to me, just younger. Maybe a little more colorful, maybe a little bit more cutesy, I don't know. But I did like G2, I didn't hate it until they started using polypropylene for the hair and started giving them less articulation. That said, I definitely like Generation 1 way more. I just want to say that I don't hate Generation 2. I just hate what it did to the brand at the end. But now that doesn't really matter because we have Generation 3 that we're talking about. And so far, I am in love with this line. And in fact, they're really giving Generation 1 a run for their money, in my opinion. Obviously, it's not Generation 1, but I love these dolls so much that honestly, I feel like I like them just as much as the Generation 1 dolls. So anyway, we are here to talk about Miss Clawdeen. And I have to say that, like, just by the face alone, Clawdeen is one of the most beautiful G3 dolls, in my opinion, of course, but like, I love her makeup, which we'll see better once I get her like out of the packaging and there's no glare. But I love her face. I think she is so pretty. And honestly, like, when I first saw just the like promo pictures for all of the dolls, I think Clawdeen was my favorite initially. And it really just has to do with her face. And I like her outfit. Her outfit is super cute. I love these overalls with the shirt underneath. I love this outfit. I actually really like the way that Clawdeen is designed head to toe, but her face is so stunning, and the color of her makeup, we'll see. I'll show you when we get her out of the box. Here's the back of the box. You have some of the character artwork. I've already mentioned that I'm not a huge fan of the box art animation style. It's the animation style that I'm not a fan of. Like, they look good, they're done well, and you know, they're relatively accurate with like minor things here and there. Like, that does not look like the Cleo doll at all. Cleo's not wearing pants for her doll. The box art style is different than the Nickelodeon animation that we're getting. So, and I prefer the Nickelodeon animation style so much more. It's a CG style, like it's 3D, and whereas this is like just 2D animation, you know, drawing. But just like the way that like Clawdeen's face looks and Frankie, like, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of the style. And I don't want to keep talking about it because I don't want it to like sound like I'm making fun of it or talking bad about it. It's just not necessarily my style. So for Clawdeen Wolf, the monster type is clawsome werewolf / human. So Clawdeen is half werewolf, half human, which is weird because werewolf is half wolf and half human anyway, isn't it? Like, they went over this in Harry Potter. Werewolf is from the Anglo-Saxon were, meaning man, and then wolf, man wolf, werewolf. I don't, but like I totally get why they did it. Like in the past 10 years, there's been like something like over 200% increase in multiracial children. Monster High is just like being a lot more inclusive. You know, Frankie's non-binary. You know, you've got the different body types because Draculaura is petite and curvy. Deuce's parents are lesbians. Like they're really making sure that as a storyline and as a brand, that this brand is very inclusive. So, you know, it makes sense. I totally get what they're going for with this. I think it's just like for Clawdeen specifically, it's kind of a weird thing to be half human, half werewolf. But I mean, I get it. Her mom's a werewolf, her dad is human. And I think she's supposed to be Afro-Latina, if I remember correctly. Anyway, her monster must-haves are the Furliminator brush, what? Furliminator brush and Blue Moon Spookies. Monster High with your puns. Punster High. Okay, the Furliminator brush. I'm assuming it's the comb with the moon on it. And then her Blue Moon Spookies, which I'm assuming is cookies, spookies or cookies, I guess. I don't know. It looks like a moon pie. We'll look at it when we get it out of the box. Anyway, and then the monster pet is Crescent. So Crescent is back. I believe I have the original Crescent. So I do have the G1 of Crescent here, so I will do a side-by-side comparison. Crescent originally was a cat, which I always thought was weird for the werewolf to have a pet cat. But now Crescent has been changed to I almost said was changed to a moon. The pet is not a moon. Crescent is now a wolf, which I think makes a lot more sense. Because once again, it's like she has a puppy. I'll talk more about Crescent when I get them out of the box. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that now. Just because like there's not much more to talk about while they're in the box. And I love how easy it is to undo all these tabs. It reminds me of Ever After High doll boxes. They're so much easier to open and unbox. And even though the box kind of reminds me of Barbie Extra in like the shape and the presentation, so much easier to unbox. I absolutely hate the packaging for Barbie Extra. It's colorful, it's pretty, like aesthetically I like it, but I don't think there's a Barbie Extra that I've opened that I haven't gotten cut on because of the plastic or had like struggled with in opening. All right, she is out of the box. She is stunning. We're gonna talk about her in a second. First, let's look at the accessories, but more specifically the pet. Oh no! Oh no. Okay, well my Crescent has like a major defect and I did not see this because of the way it was packaged in the box. Oh, this is so unfortunate. I mean, maybe I can repaint it. I don't know. Hold on, look at this. All right, so here's Crescent. Crescent is an adorable little wolf pup. They have a crescent moon over their eye, which I think is super cute. And then like a little painted necklace or collar, I guess, with a crescent moon and like painted details in the ears and stuff. But the other eye, what happened? The placement for this other eye is way off. Like you can kind of see where the molded detail is supposed to be, but like the eye is so far back and going up into the ear. Oh, it looks so bad from the front. It looks like one eye is down here and the other eye is way up here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I was really, really liking these new G3 pets a lot, and I really like Crescent. I think Crescent is so cute, but that is so unfortunate. Here's the thing. I'm not buying these dolls for the pets, so it's not that big of a deal to me. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I'm not gonna like contact Mattel or take it back to Walmart or Target or wherever I bought her from and like exchange or something like that. Like it's not that big of a deal. I looked at the doll and I wanted a doll with really good face screening and that's what I got. And I'm really happy with the doll and like even the outfit and everything and the rooting of the hair looks really good. So I'm not worried about the doll. This is unfortunate, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's funny, but you know what's funny? My G1 Crescent has the same issue. I just realized, like, and it's the same eye. Like, if you look at this, you can see kind of the mold where the eye is supposed to be, and then the paint is like up above it. So my G1 Crescent also has a wonky eye. It's nowhere near as bad as this one is. eyes. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's just look at their good eyes. But anyway, here is G1 Crescent next to G3 Crescent. I do not have G2 of any of these dolls, so I can't really like compare their pets from G2. If they had that, did they have them in G2? I don't remember. Anyway, so here's the difference between G1 and G3 at least. I've gotten comments on my other videos saying that the G3 Monster High dolls pets look very much like Littlest Pet Shop, but other than the defect with the eye here, I'm really liking these G3 pets. I think that they're really cute, and I'm pleasantly surprised. So let's look at some of her other accessories here. So all of the dolls are coming with like a little food item. So here is her little Howl Puffs, and I'm gonna try and get real close here. You can see there is the G1 Crescent printed on the bag. So Clawdeen said that the designers for G3 tried to put little Easter eggs from G1 in with the modern dolls. So, you know, for things to look for. And so far I've found the OG Neptuna on the little box of goldfish crackers that Laguna comes with. And then now I've found the OG Crescent printed on the bag here, which I think is really cute. I don't remember if there was any other ones that I noticed so far? I don't know, but if I miss any of the little Easter eggs from G1 in the accessories and stuff for G3, let me know in the comments, because I might not recognize it, or I might not catch it. So none of these dolls come with a brush or a stand, but Clawdeen does come with a comb, and I forgot what the Punster High one, it was like the fur eliminator or whatever. Anyway, so this little crescent moon comb, which I think is really cute. It's gold and has kind of like the stripe print within the crescent moon. And then here's the little crescent moon spooky or cookie. Kind of looks like a little moon pie, which honestly a moon pie would make more sense, but I think they didn't do that just because that's like a brand name thing. All of the dolls come with some kind of a bag or a backpack or something. Clawdeen comes with a purse, which I think is really cool. So far all of the bags are functional, so they can open, and Clawdeen's bag is no exception to that. It's kind of hard to open it because of the shape of it, but it can open and you're able to put stuff in it. I like that the bag has some painted details here with the claw marks and with the crescent moon painted in. And then she also has a little charm. Not all of the dolls have charms, but I think Toralei had a couple charms, and I think, did Frankie have one? Yeah, Frankie had one as well. So some of the dolls have these cute little charms, which I think is cute. It'd be cute if they like came out with like a little charm bracelet that you could take these off and put them onto that little charm bracelet or something like that. I don't know, I think that'd be kind of a cute idea. All of the dolls come with a personalized phone, or they call it an eye coffin because it's shaped like a coffin. So this is Clawdeen's eye coffin. I think that this is so cute. And then at the top here, there's a little wolf, like wolf head and wolf paws, and like the back has like little crescent moon and the claw marks and other molded details that you could see. But I love this because each of the phones are customized or unique to the doll, so it makes sense for their character. Like it's designed for them. It's like they all have unique phone cases. Clawdeen also comes with glasses, but hers are not sunglasses. Hers are like actual glasses, and there's no lenses in them, so you can actually see her eyes, which is nice. I don't know what I prefer. Like Ghoulia came with glasses, but hers actually had lenses in them. These are just frames. The thing is with Ghoulia's, like the lenses, they're kind of hard to see through. Like you can't really see her eyes through it, but with these, you will be able to see Clawdeen's eye. In fact, here, let me show you. Oh my gosh, she's so cute with her glasses like this. I love this, but like you can actually see her eyes. So honestly, I don't know which I prefer. Like, let me know, you know what, let's make that the question of the day. When it comes to doll glasses, first of all, I don't normally like doll glasses because I'm always afraid it's gonna like chip the paint on their face or whatever. But in this case, when it's super cute and it works for their character, do you prefer glasses that have no lenses, or do you prefer the glasses that have lenses? Let me know in the comments down below which camp you're in. Which do you prefer? So another thing that all of the dolls are coming with is, or all of their signature dolls anyway are coming with, is an additional outfit piece or clothing piece. So for Clawdeen, it's like this faux fur vest. I'm not a huge fan of faux fur. Like pieces of it always come off, and it just, I don't know, like it might be a mental thing, but I always like feel like my eyes get itchy around it and stuff like that. I'm just not a huge fan of faux fur. There are a couple dolls that I own that have it, that I like the way it looks on them. I've just never been a huge fan of it. But this is cool. I like the fact that it's supposed to be like a leopard print or something like that. And it's, you know, purple and black and stuff. I think it goes with her outfit. I will try this on her in a little while after we look more in depth at the doll and her outfit the way it comes. I probably won't be displaying her in this, but I will show you what it looks like on her. And then the outfit pieces come on these little paper Monster High, or it's like a little cardboard, I guess, material, but it's a little hanger, which I think is kind of cute. All right, so let's look at the doll itself. So I already mentioned how much I adore this doll's face. I think she is so gorgeous. I love the screening. I love her makeup. Her eyeshadow are like my favorite colors, like turquoise and purple together. I love that. Actually, yeah, it's like a turquoise color. I was gonna say it's more of like a light blue, but it definitely is kind of like a turquoise color. So I love this combination of colors for her makeup. And her lips are like this kind of nude, like, I don't even know, it's almost like a champagne color. I don't know, I really, really like that. I think it's so pretty. Also, like, makeup aside, her face is just so stinking cute. She's got the little wolf nose now, and she has freckles. I love it. I love dolls with freckles. I think that that is so cute. And I actually really like the little wolf nose that she has. A lot of people haven't really been liking the wolf nose, and even some people are removing it with acetone, which you can totally do if you don't like it. Or let's say you got a doll where maybe you ordered it online and her eyes and her lips are perfect, but there's a smudge on her nose or something. You could totally just remove that with a little bit of acetone. Just be like super careful not to touch the rest of the paint with the acetone. But my Froggy stuff did it. If you want to see what she looks like without the little printed on nose, go watch my Froggy Stuff's video, where I think it was the one where she opened the six-pack from Walmart, the Ghoul Spirit six-pack. She removed that paint on the nose, so you can see what Clawdeen looks like without the paint there. But I personally love it. At first I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I thought I was gonna want to remove it, just because like every other Clawdeen doll in G1 and G2 never had that before, and this is something new. But honestly, it adds so much character to this doll, and I love it. I am keeping it for sure. She has these cute little earrings, these little crescent moons here, or like, I think it's supposed to be like the phases of the moon maybe? I don't know. And then you've got like this little hoop earring with spikes on it. She has a couple necklaces. I love these necklaces. I really like that star one. It's like a choker with a star on it. And then the other one looks like it's a crescent moon with like this turquoise center. There, I fixed her belt. It was like way up too high. But yeah, she comes with this cute little belt that's also gold and has like the hanging down chains. So real quick, I just want to talk about the shoes. A lot of people don't like these shoes for some reason. I like them. They're like sneakers, but they're kind of platforms. They have teeth on them. I think they look cool. And I like the fact that they're purple with gold accent pieces and gold laces painted on. I like them. And then you've got these black socks. The socks are technically leg warmers, but that's only because the feet probably wouldn't fit in the shoes if they were actually socks. And when you have them pulled down like this, they look like they're just socks. All right, now I skipped over her outfit because I wanted to specifically point out things about her outfit. First of all, I think this is super cute. I love the overalls with the leopard print and then like the little phases of the moon printed on the overalls right here. I think is so cute. She has a shirt on underneath, which is a separate piece. They are not attached, which I love. Thank you, Monster High. Separate pieces. I hate it when they're all one piece. And when it comes to this shirt, there's actually two different variants that you could have got. Where is English today? I can't. There's two different variants that you could have gotten with this doll. So the one that I got obviously is the one that has the crescent moons and the little paw prints and everything. The other version that is available out there is the one that has, I don't know if they're claw marks or if they're like tiger stripes or what they are, but it's striped. Words are failing me today. I apologize. This is the 4th video that I've recorded in a row, and I still have another one to go. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you have the variant with the moons and you have the variant with the stripes. I don't know which one is supposed to be more rare or which one is harder to find or whatever, because they seemed to have even numbers. Like the Target that I went to had, I'd say about like 8 or 10 Clawdeen dolls, and half of them had the stripes and half of them had the moons. So I don't know like what the ratio is, if one is more rare than the other or not. I will say that I noticed her artwork actually has the stripes on it. So here we go. I can actually show you what the artwork looks like. So like, you know, side by side, here's the moons, here's the stripes. But because the artwork seems to have the stripes, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Like if they had the crescent moon one first and then decided to change it to the stripes and that's going to be the official look for her. I have no idea. It could have been the other way around, because a lot of the artwork on those boxes is not the way the dolls ended up looking like. So like those might have been earlier concepts for the characters, and maybe the stripes was what they had initially, and then the moons might be the newer version and what we're going to have going forward. I don't know. If anybody does know for sure like which one is the official one and which one is the quote-unquote variant, or like, you know, if one is more rare than the other, let me know in the comments, because I'd be interested to know. All right, really quick, let me put her little vest on. I want to see what she looks like wearing it. And luckily, since it's a vest, I don't actually have to take her arms off to do it. The new Monster High dolls their arms do come apart at the elbow and at the wrist, so that way it makes it easier to change the outfits on the dolls. So in case you were wondering. Okay, so here she is in her vest. I actually kind of like it now that I've got it on. I'm probably not going to display her in this because I like her in just her little overall thing without the faux fur vest, but it looks cool, you know, if you want to display it this way. It reminds me of her Haute Couture doll. Haute Couture is my favorite Clawdeen doll, and she comes with a purple faux fur jacket, I believe. So this is kind of giving me those vibes. So that's kind of cool. Now really quick, I'm going to just take her vest off again so that way I can show you the articulation. I'm sorry if you hear screams in the background. Nobody's getting murdered that I know of. It's just I live next to a park and there's kids playing up there. It is Halloween time after all, so really it just kind of sets the mood. But anyway, all of the G3 Monster High dolls have the same articulation. They have movement at the head, at the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the upper torso, the hip, and the knees. They are fully articulated, which is one of my favorite aspects of Monster High dolls, which is why G2 started to make me mad when it started taking away the articulation. What I love is that they have basically the same exact articulation as G1 did, plus one piece of articulation. The G1 dolls did not have the articulation in the torso. But along with the same number of points of articulation, they have the same like range of movement as the original dolls, which I really appreciate, because there's a lot of dolls that are fully articulated, like the Barbie Extra dolls, but they don't have a full range of movement for some reason. There is a spider climbing up my camera. Hold on. It's like I've been out here for a few hours. You don't even have to leave things setting for too long. Spiders will be like, 9? Anyway, articulation, that's what I was talking about. Articulation is a very important thing for me in a doll, because I really like posability, and dolls that have limited articulation better have some other gimmick or something that makes me really like them. Otherwise, I'm probably not gonna buy them. And for Monster High, that's definitely been one of the biggest selling points for me, is the posability. And I'm so glad that they brought that back for G3. The other main thing that I look at for dolls is the hair quality. I am a huge fan of hair play for dolls, and I'm a stickler when it comes, like I'm a snob when it comes to doll hair, the fibers that they decide to use. I think that Monster High uses a really nice saran material, and even some Barbie dolls have used it in the past, and I think that saran is probably my favorite doll hair. Rainbow High has some really good hair quality as well. They have an extremely high quality nylon hair. Why am I bringing this up? Why am I rambling about doll hair? Well, Clawdeen has crap hair. Clawdeen has terrible hair fiber. They decided to use polypropylene for this poor doll, and she is as stunning as she is. She is beautiful. I love the colors. Some people really don't like these colors for some reason. I like it. I love the way that this doll is designed, head to toe. And I love the colors they chose, but I hate the fact that they used polypropylene hair. Polypropylene hair, to me, is cheap. The ends of the hair get fried. It doesn't feel as nice. Like, it's a low-grade version of nylon. So it's very plasticky by comparison to other doll hair fibers, and it gets matted and nasty looking very easily, and it's just not as nice to touch. I'm not gonna go over this again because I ranted about this for a really long time during my Cleo video, because this Cleo denial doll also has the polypropylene hair. The only difference is different colors, and her hair is straight, and she also has tinsel in her hair, but she also uses polypropylene. So far, all of the other G3 Monster High dolls that I've opened have saran hair, except for Deuce. He doesn't have hair. He has molded plastic snakes. Now, the one thing I will say is that they're both polypropylene, both for Cleo and for Clawdeen, but I think that Cleo's hair is slightly higher quality in polypropylene. Like, it feels nice and the ends don't feel frizzy at all. Maybe it's because Clawdeen's hair is curled, I don't know, but like the ends of her hair already feel crispy and very unpleasant. And I'm not enjoying running my fingers through it. I am going to be doing a dedicated video where I talk about different hair fibers, so I don't really want to talk too much about it here, more than I already have. I've already rambled about it in 2 videos now. That's 2 videos that I've rambled about this stuff. Can you tell that I'm passionate about doll hair? But I am gonna make a dedicated video where I talk about the differences between doll hair fibers and like how to identify them. There have been other people who have made videos like that in the past, but it's been a while since those were uploaded, and there's a lot of new dolls on the market now, so I thought that might be helpful, because there's been a lot of people leaving comments on my videos saying that they don't know the difference between doll hair or how to tell the difference or what they're called. And there's even some other YouTubers who have admitted in their videos that they don't know the difference between the doll hairs, or like what they're called, or how to tell the difference between them. But every time that they review a doll that has polypropylene hair, they're like, oh, their hair's not as nice. So it's like, yep, it's polypropylene. But anyway, I'm gonna do that video eventually. Right now, during the month of October, it's all Monster High stuff. So that might be a like later in like November or something video. Not exactly sure when that's gonna come out, but I am going to do that. I have planned to do that for a while. The other dedicated video I am going to do eventually is I'm going to do a hair restyling video for all of the G3 Monster High dolls, and maybe some of the G1s, like the Real Drama, once I get them out of the box and stuff like that. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I am going to be restyling some of the stuff. And I think what I'm gonna do, since there's multiple dolls that I want to restyle their hair, I'm gonna make like a dedicated video where I redo all of these dolls' hair just in one video, rather than add it to these, because these reviews, like, these are all new products for me, so they're already long enough. But let me know if you are interested in seeing like a doll hair restyling video when it comes to these G3 dolls. And I am going to be restyling their hair anyway, but if you'd like to see it, then I can record the process. All right, let's compare G3 to G1. So here they are side by side. So obviously the G3 dolls are a little bit more fuller figured compared to the original dolls. The original dolls had more of that kind of cartoony proportions with the big head, little body, big feet kind of situation, kind of like Bratz. And you know, G3 still kind of has that. They're not really human proportions, just because the more cartoony proportions really is what sells better. But here you can see, wait, let me zoom in. But yeah, here you can see, you know, obviously the newer generation definitely looks younger, like they actually look like high school students, whereas the original ones look more like adults, if we're being honest. So I love the style, you know, like I think that they did a really good job at bringing the essence of the character through to Generation 3, but still keeping some of what made Generation 1 special. Now, looking at these side by side, I don't know if the Generation 1 doll would have looked good with the little wolf nose or not. I think it probably would have, but like seeing them side by side, I love this little wolf nose and the freckles. I think it's so adorable. Also, her with her glasses is so adorable. I love this. I really, really like this. And you know what's funny? I absolutely love this Clawdeen. Like, I think she is stunning, and she's one of the best Clawdeen dolls that has come out. Is obviously her original first wave signature doll is definitely way up there. There's a few other releases that I really love, and I can't even remember what they're called right now, but there is a few Clawdeen dolls that I absolutely love. Like I mentioned, I think the Haunt Couture Clawdeen is my absolute #1 favorite Clawdeen doll. But if we're comparing these two, okay, don't come for me in the comments, but I think I like G3 Clawdeen more than G1. I know, stop, I know, I hear you in the comments, like typing on your keyboard, like, how could you? G1 is way better. I get it, I know, and I'm not saying I don't like G1, because I absolutely love G1. It's why I started collecting dolls, and I still plan on I may not get every G3 doll, but I still plan on getting every G1 doll that comes out, since they are still producing G1 style dolls. Except for some of the Skeletor dolls, like the Frankenstein one I skipped, the Dracula one I kind of skipped. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling them as much, but like the ones that I want, especially if they're like OG characters, I'm going to be getting all of them. But I just love the way that they designed Clawdeen. I love her overall design. I think she is so adorable, and she doesn't look super kiddie like in G2, but she does look more appropriate for high school. Plus, I just can't get over how pretty her face is. Like, I love this. So yeah, polypropylene aside, I have to say that I think that Clawdeen is one of my favorite G3 dolls so far. I think she's just so pretty. Now, that being said, I did order some Saran doll hair from dollyhair.com in colors that are similar to this. I don't think I was able to get any actual color matches to this, but I did try and get some that are similar or as close as I could, just because the Saran doll hair color like selection was limited on dollyhair.com. But I did order some doll hair, and I think I'm going to reroute her. I was talking about it in my Cleo video because it's the same thing. She has the polypropylene hair that I'm not a fan of, and I already ordered some Saran hair from dollyhair.com in colors that are very similar to this. The only thing is with Cleo, her hair is a higher quality polypropylene, and it's in a nicer condition. Maybe it's because it's straight and not curly, but like the ends aren't fried and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, this is higher quality, so I might leave Cleo like this. I might just get a second Cleo and reroute that one. I don't know. This is a mess. I might restyle the hair in the hair restyling video just for the sake of showing an option for polypropylene hair, but after that I am cutting it off and I'm going to be rerouting my Clawdeen and giving her Saran hair, just because this beauty deserves Saran hair. And I know that the reason they chose polypropylene hair is because of like color limitations for availability. I get it, but I feel like they did her dirty with the polypropylene hair. I don't like it, and I wish that they would just not ever use it again. That being said, this doll is probably one of, I don't think it's my #1 favorite, because I really like that Cleo, and I really like Ghoulia. But Clawdeen is, I think, up there, and she might be one of my favorite G3 dolls so far. And that's just talking about like the overall look for her, especially her face. Anyway, that being said, that's pretty much all I have to say about the G3 Clawdeen doll. I do have one more review that I have to film. I am getting tired. What time is it? I think I started at like 11 o'clock this morning. Yeah, it's now 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've been doing a lot of reviews. I'm filming a lot of them ahead, so that way I don't have to do any filming next weekend. Obviously, if something like crazy comes up and I want to make a video about it, then I'll probably do that. But this way I'm like I've got these pre-filmed, and I can just edit and upload them across the next 2 weeks. And next weekend, I'm really gonna hardcore work on that custom doll for Halloween, because I really want to get that video out before Halloween. But anyway, I'm gonna get going for right now because I have one more doll review to do. But thank you so much for watching. Once again, like I said, please leave a comment. Let me know if you liked the video by hitting that thumbs up. The question of the day was, you know, what kind of doll glasses do you prefer? Do you prefer the ones where it's just the rims and no lenses, or do you like the doll glasses that have the lenses included, provided you can see through them? Anyway, let me know down in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Bye! If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.